Hello everybody, we are at one of the finest tennis clubs in the world. It's got a rich and beautiful history. Look it up online, St George's Hill Lawn Tennis Club. I'm a member and so is the person I'm talking to this afternoon, the British number 3, Harriet Dart. Hello Harriet.
Hello.
Harriet, it's absolutely lovely to see you. Look, we're on the indoor courts at St George's Hill, which is your club and mine. Can we just briefly talk about Sharapova? Mm-hmm. And when I say that, you'll note that I don't necessarily say nice person, because nice person is not what Maria Sharapova is about when it comes to competing with somebody. Yeah. You qualified at the Australian Open, so that was fantastic. You came in with confidence when you played her in Rod Laver Arena, which is another
big arena.
What a long way it seems away from where we all are now. What was that like to go up against Maria Sharapova one-on-one? Because she's a huge presence, isn't she?
Yeah, it was, I'd qualified for the Australian Open. I was in good form. I'd played in Brisbane the week before, played 5 matches there.
Yeah, it's great.
Felt really good. I was carrying a bit of an injury, kind of just getting through things. She was someone that I've kind of idolised since I was really young. So it was amazing to be able to get to compete against her.
Did she say anything to you before the match?
No, nothing.
Apart from, I'm going to kill you.
It was my first time as well on a huge arena, and Rod Laver Arena, I just can't describe it, is so big. Yeah. And I think I was just so overwhelmed by everything.
Were you?
Very. So I don't think that helped me at all.
It is massive, isn't it?
It is.
And with people in it, you can look at an arena all you want with nobody in it. And if anybody's ever seen centre court with nobody in it, you think, oh well, it's lovely.
It's the noise.
It's people everything. Make places.
And the run back, you don't realise how much. Yeah, and you can kind of get lost. But it was. It was a good experience for me because I kind of almost needed something like that, so I know next time how to improve things. But that happens that just sort of happens by osmosis. It just the more you put yourself in the arena. And you know what? After it, of course, I was a bit like, oh my God, this is awful, and everything about it was not great.
Well, you didn't win a game. Yeah. But you came close to winning games, and it just sometimes happens like that. Yeah. That's just for the record. That's what happens, right?
And you know what? What I didn't realise is it's happened to her before also.
Right.
And I'm not going to be the first. I'm not going to be the last person to lose by that scoreline. But then
love, Harriet. You lost love and love. You call yourself.
Okay, rub it in, okay.
But it happens, doesn't it? Because love and 2 or 1 and 3, the difference between these scores is it's a point or 2 here
minimal,
or there. Yeah. Not everybody can win however many points you won against Sharapova, and she is one of those players that gives nothing away.
Nothing.
What did she? When she returned your second serve, she was just like pounding it, wasn't she?
Yeah, and I think as well. I think her Grand Slam results in first rounds is amazing. Yeah. In comparison to say some other really top players. So it was always going to be a very challenging match. But you know what? I'm kind of glad that I've had that experience, because the following year when I came back and I qualified, then I won my first round match also, and then I got the opportunity to play there again against a Grand Slam champion. Yeah. I was so much
Was that
Halep?
Yeah, you played Halep in the second round.
Yeah.
On Rod Laver Arena.
On Rod Laver Arena.
This is like we're calling it the Harriet Dart Arena from now on. You're spending so much time there. How was that different to play Simona, who's ridiculously fast around the court?
Firstly, their game styles are completely different. So, she's a very precise player. Makes a lot of balls. You feel like you're on the run a lot. Yes. It's not necessarily power play, but she pushes you back a lot, so the balls are very deep and in the corners.
She lets you play though, doesn't she? Or not? Is it to play against a Halep? In terms of Sharapova, she'll take a ball and she'll just slam it right away. With Simona, it's more like death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it?
That's
what it looks like from the outside.
Yeah, she will definitely grind you down. But I think, she's a lot more aggressive than people kind of give her credit for. And
is she?
I think you feel it a lot more when you play against her as well, because a lot of the time you are really pushed back, and she won't necessarily play more than 2 balls in one corner, so you feel like you're on the run a lot. But I had a really good match with her, and I felt really kind of confident after it and kind of motivated to kind of push on and stuff, and then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, I know. It sort of hit you at a time when actually your tennis was growing very nicely, but it'll still be there when things properly open up again. And nobody knows. There's always that sense of. I always look back on Federer when he had 6 months off and then won the Australian Open as one of the greatest sporting feats I've ever seen.
I think that's only Federer.
I think it probably is, because most people, you take 3 weeks off and you're going, well, got to ease my way back in, Federer comes in and wins a slam. I just thought that was one of the most ridiculous things of all time. But
it's incredible, I think. As well, he's taking a lot of time off now, so it'll be very interesting for when he does come back.
Well, I hope he does. I mean, I hope he does come back fully motivated and totally upbeat, because I'd hate to think that we've seen the last of him. In terms of your favourite tennis player to watch, is it Roger for the elegance on the men's side?
I love watching Andy.
You're just saying that. You're just saying that because you're with 77, aren't you? Are you with 77?
Yes, I am.
So Andy is basically the owner of your management company. Andy, do you realise how faithful this girl is to you and 77? Look after her properly.
No, I really do, and I love watching him practice. So I'm like one of those fangirl people who just loves watching him. I mean, he is so motivated, and he's such a hard worker, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone work harder than him.
He is ridiculous, actually, and I say that as a mark of respect. His inability to accept, or his unwillingness to accept kind of physical pain is sort of interesting to me, and how he doesn't let anything during a contest with another person get in the way of him trying to win. I've very, very rarely ever seen Andy doing anything other than trying to get over the winning line.
Yeah.
He's incredible. And also technically, the backhand is unbelievable, to take the pace off and to put it on. Amazing. People don't realise how hard he hits the ball as well, and in practice he hits it even harder than the match. It's incredible. And physically we've seen what he's done over the years as well. What an amazing thing for British tennis. Knowing British tennis, and I'll say this, you don't have to, because you might not agree anyway, knowing British tennis will squander this incredible moment, just as we squandered Henman and Ruzetsky beforehand. I mean, I don't know.
I always think it's just incredible for someone who's been through so much through injuries and stuff, and he's there at practice every single day, doing the best that he can, doing everything possible to make himself better. Yeah. And I think that just shows a lot about his character and where he's at. And I really hope that he's going to come back and, be on top form.
Now, what you need is to insist in your contract with the management company, Andy's management company, you need to insist that if he plays mixed doubles at a Grand Slam at Wimbledon,
I'm available.
He plays with lovely Harriet. Well, why wouldn't? I don't even know whether Andy's ever made the semi-final of Wimbledon mixed. So you can carry him and say, look, I've done all this before. It's right that you play with me. I can help you.
I think he's only played once, and that was, with Serena last.
Well, he played Serena. They didn't make semi-final, did they? I don't think they did.
I don't know which round they made.
No, I think he did okay in the. He did okay in the Olympics in 2012. Got a silver medal in the mix. But that would be. Can you imagine playing with his backhand return? I think that would be great.
Be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
His honour would be to play with your backhand return. I'm not having that.